Good evening, good evening, good evening. How is everyone today? Sorry, I didn't stream on Sunday. I just was not feeling it. I really wasn't. But hopefully that's passed. I had been needing much because finances, but I've got that sorted for now. Um, and I've been walking a lot. Like Friday, I walked a total of 10 miles. Me and Kiddo went over to the mountain like we were talking about, and well, we weren't able to go up. It was barbed wired off. It's part of a county uh, uh, county park. Sorry, I'm trying to think. And because of that, we didn't go up. I mean, we could have gone under or over the barbed wire, but I have enough legal problems. I don't need to add to it, so there we go. But we did walk around. There was place I could go around one side of it because right where we came up was right at the corner almost of the barbed wire. So I could have went this way towards the main road or that way, which led to more mountains or hills. And so I went that way, which took me up beside the mountain. And I got some pictures. They're on my business Instagram if you want to take a look. Um, and they were good. I mean, I could have done better, but for me, just starting out, I think they were pretty good. And, I for the last week, I've been working on uh, uh, a new routine for me for right now. Working out, walking. Um, I was putting things together, meal plans, uh, uh, trying to find out what I need at least. Because I have like these three cookbooks I bought from a creator. They're all digital. So I fed it into ChatGPT and said, hey, what are the most common ingredients between all of these recipes? And it gave it to me, so I started buying some of it because I got some money. Um, and I'm still looking for a job. Yes, I am. Don't worry about that. By the way, but it gave me this list. I put it in Word so I could pull it up on my easier on my phone when I was shopping. But me and Kiddo went through what we needed, and for food, got what we needed for the most part. There's still a lot, but I got enough to last for a while now, a couple of weeks, in theory. Um, but I'm gonna be Monday, Wednesday, Friday working out. I didn't yesterday because Uber Eats wasn't working properly yesterday. It wouldn't take my card. It's automatically attached to my Cash App, but yesterday Cash App was having problems and it wouldn't take my Cash App card. Um, so we ended up walking to Walmart with two of my packs, and then walking back. So Walmart's like almost exactly 2 miles. It says 2.2, but my was it pedometer or whatever it is on my watch said we made it. It was exactly 2 miles when we went in. Uh, Excuse me. Oh. That just makes me wonder, is it off? Because according to Google Maps, the walking directions, which is what I followed, is 2.2. So I would trust Google Maps more. But anyway, it took me right at an hour, or right at 40 minutes to get there. So my normal pace. We went, grabbed what we could, because obviously I didn't get like eggs, or the bottled water that I wanted, because the water here is horrible, and I mean horrible. Hard water. I see why my ex parents wanted the water softener or the reverse osmosis machine too, um, for drinking water, which I helped put in, or I did put in, pretty much, except for the reverse osmosis, because some of the pieces that came with it were messed up, so I wasn't able to put it in. Their oldest put it in, but I did put in the water softener. That was an adventure I can tell you about. But I may tell you in a little bit. Anyway, went there, got like milk and yogurt, cream cheese. Didn't grab chicken. We got chicken strips for him so we could eat last night. Some fries, and bread, jelly, because we still have enough peanut butter, Nutri-Grain bars for him and me, mainly him, but you get the whole point, quite a few different things. So my pack was loaded. I took a picture once I unloaded everything. ChatGPT did an estimate saying it was probably around 40 to 45 pounds. So I jumped up, I did that. Jack's was about 20 to 25 pounds. So, and we made it. We took a break at about a half mile, give or take. Sheriff's Deputy came to check on us because it was like 10:30 at night, sitting on the sidewalk. Just make sure we're okay. I was kind of hoping it was the ones I have had running with before, so they could see that they made the right choice last time. But it wasn't. I kind of wished it was. Anyway, but there's another thing on that one. Then another stop about an eighth or 0.8 miles away from the house, and then we made it to the house, unloaded. And so yeah, that was my workout yesterday. I didn't actually work out yesterday, so I'm gonna do my workout when I'm done here tonight. And then I'll do my walk after. I've had, most of my workout's gonna be upper body. My lower body's okay, especially because I'm walking. Like I'm walking, like I said, Friday we did that, the mountain thing, which, yeah, it was slow, it wasn't consistent, but it was about 2.5 miles, give or take. Then I walked 6 miles on my own Friday night for no reason, just because I felt like it. I walked to the Walgreens and back, a couple laps from my neighborhood, back to the Walgreens and back, and then a cool down, and it was 6.25 miles total, which was, and I don't know why, it just did. I stopped. I could have kept going. So I did it unloaded, no pack, no nothing, Friday. But that's going to be my workout, is Monday, Wednesday, Friday workout and a walk. That the distance is probably going to drop because I've been doing 4 to 6 miles consistently. It's probably going to drop because the workout's going to drain me some, at least for a while. And then Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to do a 10-pound pack for now because I did 10 pounds last week. And on my way, just around an eighth to a quarter of the way back from Walgreens, I could feel it in my shoulders. So yeah, I'm going to start there, work my way up, like I did last year, or back in 2024. Excuse me one moment. Yeah, so I'll work my way up, probably stop at around 40 to 50 pounds eventually. But that's going to take a while, I'm sure. I probably want to leave 10 pounds for at least 2 weeks. But also the workout, the upper body workout here will help with that, so we'll see. I noticed between Friday and yesterday, I think I've already dropped like a waist size almost because the shorts I wear around the house, I don't use a belt. And yeah, they're loose, but yesterday they want to fall off. I keep having to stop them from falling off of me. So there's that at least. And then a set of pants that I wore on Friday were looser yesterday. Now that could have just been because I wore them a couple of days ago, but I don't know. And what's weird is because they're the same waist size as the shorts, but they're much tighter. But I know every manufacturer has different measurements, I guess. He's buddy of mine who I haven't talked to in a long time. I met him on TikTok. He stopped doing TikTok though, and he moved. He used to live in Louisiana. Now he's moved back up to I think Maryland or Maine or wherever he's from. Is on Xbox, which he's been on it a lot lately, and which is strange because he hasn't been on for. I haven't seen him on in forever. But Dan, that's his name. He's a Marine, and we followed each other early on my old account, and then one night and a lot when he was doing a live, he was talking about one of his deployments, and he was at a base I helped set up, more or less. It was the base we took over from the Army during my second deployment. He was there like 3 years after me, so that was pretty cool. He was Air Wing, Ordnance something or other. Sorry, I know Thursday I kind of didn't do much because personal issues at the house. I don't think we really got it resolved. I don't know what's going to be the result of that. But it's gonna happen. I'll find out soon enough. Hang on a second. One of my battery chargers for my lights was flashing, and I'm like, that's weird. So I took the batteries out and reset the charger. I don't need it on there right now anyway. Sorry, I have this YouTube stream pulled up, so at least it shows somebody watching. But I'm working on new content. I just posted a video on my new main. I rebranded back to what my old one was. So it's now Kane USMC instead of Kane Rants. But I'm going to be documenting not just my workout stuff because I have several goals. Getting in shape is one of them, but my personal business for narration and what have you. Taking up photography, so I want to get better at that. I don't consider that a business, obviously, because I don't make money at it. But it's a hobby I think I'm gonna like. If for no other reason to help me make more content, because there's some picturesque things I can, landscapes I can use for it. And it helps keep me out of my head too. So there's that. My ex texted me today, and then about something, which is the first time I've heard from her in over a week. And then her son asked just before I started the stream, sent me an invite to play Fortnite with him. So my mind's a little, you know, but we're not gonna focus on that, right? We've got other things to deal with. We got other things to talk about. If anybody wants to talk, pop up. Let's chat. Come on, guys. Or like I just posted a new video talking about my new what my new content is and goal, the whole focus of it being new, you know, my new goals or you know whatever. I'm working on another one that I did the recording for. I just got to put it together, which is gonna be easy. Before I started this stream tonight, and I would sit here and put it together while talking, but it's on my phone, not on here, and yeah, I'm not sure how. I mean, I know how. Excuse me one second. And that is an invite to play with my son's cousin's kid. That's what that chime was. Let me turn down my alerts. Sorry, guys. I think she wants to play. I can't remember the name of the game, but where you're a kid that gets shrunk. It's just like a survival horror style game. You know, I said there was some stories earlier, and I can't remember what they were that we could talk about. Grounded, what's up, Pushy? How are you doing? Welcome in, Bubba. How you doing, buddy? And I think 2 is out, but I haven't got it. I got 1 when it was still in, you know, pre-launch beta. Right? Oh, is it on Game Pass? Okay, then I can get it. Freaking, oh yeah. Uh, uh, Trying to think. Oh yeah, I've got it on my PlayStation. I'm assuming you're talking Diablo 4. I've got it on the PlayStation. I don't have a PlayStation. My ex has it. And I have a Delta. Thank you for the raid. How are you today, guys? Welcome in. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kane. I am a Marine Corps veteran and newer content or a variety content creator here. Thank you everybody for joining me. How are y'all doing today? Thank you for the follow. Bad Kitten, what's going on? Delta, what were you playing tonight? I know you've been playing, I know you haven't been playing First Descendant much. What were you playing tonight? I think you're. What's that new game that was out there? Wind something. I know it looked good and I want to try it. I just happened to be looking when it popped up on my activity list that you came in. Oh, um, you know, do you know how to do VTubers? Because I might need you to walk me through that for a friend of mine. Oh, okay. I haven't even looked into it. One of my regulars, Ivy, she wants to use a VTuber rather than be on camera, and I think my son does, or he'd be willing to, because he does not like being on camera at all. He streams on YouTube, playing like Roblox and such with some friends, and I helped my friend Ivy, make some new update her logo because she had one that she bought from somebody, but it wasn't exactly. No, that's not about me, dude. That's about Veterans Days for me, Memorial Days for those that didn't come home or came home in boxes. Um, but I do appreciate the sentiment, Pushy. You're one of my oldest friends. I appreciate it. Uh, but yeah, Kiddo would probably be okay with 2D. Um, oh God, how is he doing? But yeah, like I helped Ivy update her logo and make some emotes and such from it, and a new starting soon screen because she was getting set up on Meld like I use, and so I was helping her set up Meld, and then it evolved into, hey, let's update this, update this, and we were on that call for like 3 or 4 hours a couple weeks ago. It was right about the time I decided to start changing up my content, where I'm not just gaming anymore. I'm actually moving to more like this, um, chit chats, and on so Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I'm gonna figure out. I'll probably game 1 to 2 days of those, and then Monday, Wednesday, and probably Friday, I'm gonna do late night talking streams. Um, Especially once I integrate TikTok onto Meld. Now that it can, I just gotta find out how. Um, but I'll be doing it from 11 my time to 1 in theory. So that's like for y'all, fucking what, 11, 2 to 4? Oh, damn. I'm sorry, man. And then, well, when daylight savings hits, it'll be 1 to 3 because, uh, I mean, I can't say it surprises me, with Eric at least. He's touchy. Love your family to death, but yeah, Eric is touchy. So he is. I could see that. I mean, he was probably the one I got along the best with for a while anyway. Um, when I first met y'all, because I hadn't even met you at that point. But we were we had a lot of similar interests when it came to comics, and I will say video games. He was more on with Eric on that. He did a lot of sports and wrestling video games, and it wasn't me. Um, but movies and such. So we had a lot in common. I met you much later in that situation. But yeah. Well, I mean, we have other things in common too. But yeah, that's where we started. Recently. Well, I say recently, like what, 4 years ago now. Um, Shit, longer than that because it was pre-COVID. What, 6 or 7 years ago, I guess. Jeebus. But when y'all came in, before y'all came in, I was talking about how Friday, a lot of my content, like TikTok here and everything else, is changing. Um, of course, yeah, man. And how, how is, what kind of storm you got going on, and how bad is it? Oh, jeebus. I well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because wasn't Jeremy living with your dad? Um, Dang, that's probably for the best. I mean, Eric gets on pretty much everybody's nerves. Uh, so yeah, for him to have his own place is probably for the best. Um, but yeah, like I changed some stuff on TikTok, like my I don't get it right that I mean I do but I don't because like I've been out of a job. Um, I have applied to Home Depot to be the guy out in the parking lot grabbing carts because I need a job. I applied to an HVAC and plumbing company that's local, and I know jack about either one. I mean, I can get by and do basic plumbing repair, um, and I know a little bit about AC, but it's mostly due to automotive AC. The principle's the same, but it works a lot different, obviously, especially when it comes to furnaces and such. Um, but I think I have a leg up. It's Simplify Heating, Air, and Plumbing. So maybe that'll give me a little bit of a leg up in the game there to get it. I'm gonna call them tomorrow because is so. Um, but they, when I called to see if they were hiring, uh, uh, the guy that answered said, "Yeah, they're hiring." I said, "Even if it's just an apprentice or ground level gopher job, I'll take it." It's like, "Yeah, they're hiring because the summer and what have you. That's when the season hits." Um, and he told me where to look online to apply, and I applied. He also told me to go to LinkedIn, or not LinkedIn, Indeed, and apply through Indeed, which is I did. And they were looking at 4 or 5 different positions. One of them was basically a gopher. One was sales. So, oh, okay. I never seen it referred to as that. Job's a job at this point. It is hard to find a job right now. But I applied for the sales, I applied for the customer service and the gopher job. And then right after I lost my job, there was a dealership looking for a parts guy. And I sent in my resume. I went up and met with the parts manager. He told me that, well, I called him first, and then about on like a Thursday, and then I went up there on Tuesday or Wednesday, the following Tuesday or Wednesday, introduced myself, and he told me that that day they found out they're going to need it, but not very soon. He's not sure how soon they were going to need that position. Um, Sorry. Well, I went and looked again to see if it was still there. It's not there, so they either took it down or hired somebody. But the Chevy dealership, which is much closer to me, is looking for a service writer. I've done that. So I applied, I did the same thing, and I need to call them tomorrow too. Um, because I actually honestly prefer the HVAC business because it's something new, something I can learn and make a lot of money at eventually. The starting pay is about what I was making at my last job. Now, the service writer, it's going to be largely commission based, if I understand. That's the way most of them are, and I could kill that. I mean, I could make good money on that. A friend of mine who I worked with at my last parts job, well, the one prior actually, but technically, told me I would make a killing because not only am I good at sales, but I give a shit, and I'm not gonna bullshit somebody. I'm going to hydrate. Sweet tea. Um, uh, uh, I'm not gonna bullshit people. I'm not gonna sell them things they don't need. If there's things that, and depending on the situation, obviously, if they were to come in, hey, I need this fixed. Oh, well, I miss storms. You know, out here we don't get them. Like they have what they call monsoon season, and even my ex, it's still hard to say that. Said we didn't have one last year. So, uh, not when I'm selling stuff, no. Uh, uh, But so hopefully I might get that because I could make a lot more money. But a lot of people that do that work 6 days a week just to make the money, and fuck, I don't blame them. Especially where I'm at right now, I got so much shit to catch up on. If I could work 6 days a week and make a couple of good commission checks, I'd be caught up real quick. I just need an opportunity, just like I need uh, I just need a callback. I will figure out how to get there. I'll walk or take an Uber or something. Um, like, especially there, because that place is pretty close. The Chevy dealership's only like 3 miles, 4 miles. It said it'd take me about an hour and a half to walk there, which I've been doing a lot of walking, so like I was saying earlier today, that Friday I accidentally walked like 10 miles that day. I went to the mountain like I said I was going to, took some pictures, wasn't able to walk up the mountain, but still. Um, then came back, rested for a few minutes. I got you. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, and then I went for a walk, which I've been doing every night for the last week and a half, and I ended up doing 6.25 miles on that walk. Walking to the Walgreens and back, a couple laps around my little neighborhood here, back down to the Walgreens and back, and another cool down lap. And by the time I was done, it was at 6.25, and I still had gas in the tank. I just my feet were getting a little tender, so the balls of my feet. But yeah, I've been so walking 2 to 3 miles, 4 miles to Chevy, no big deal. Especially eventually I can take my truck up there and say, hey, can we fix this so I can get emissions, please? And I can pass emissions. Take it out of my check in payments if you can. If not, I still need it. Give me a second. I will show you hers. What I think she wants to use, or a point of reference. Hi, Melly. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the follow. How are you doing tonight? I just saw your message, and I was about to respond. Like literally just now, I was like, yeah. That's why I leaned forward because I was about to type. I don't get anything from either one right now because I don't have anybody subscribed to me on Twitch anymore. I lost a lot of my momentum when I took that 6-month break to move out here. Did you see the pictures I posted on my Insta? And they're changing it now. Everybody's going to have affiliate status from the get-go. I need to actually go through and sort them. I took some with my phone. Jack, my kiddo, took some with his, and then with my camera, and I could download it from the camera to the phone, and I just did that. I need to sort them and stage them on my PC so I can clean them off my phone for one. Keep getting sidetracked. Oh, thank you. You saw it? Did you see the video I just posted? Before, uh, like an hour ago? And I got another one. I got all the stuff for it. I've just got to edit it. That's what I keep looking over here for is I downloaded CapCut to mess with it on my PC. I did that one on my phone through CapCut. I want to see what it's like on the PC, but I also have other editors, you know. So, Delta. Let me see. Let's see if it'll show it. There. Hopefully it's showing it. Let me see. Yep. Cool. Oh, no, not that one. That's, I know which one you're talking about. That one I created on accident. Trying to sign in, and it logged me into a new one. But that's probably something like she would want to use right there. Delta. No, I rebranded my, I don't know if you follow this one actually, or you may have. My Kane Rants, I rebranded it back to Kane USMC. No, she had somebody make one and I modified it for her with ChatGPT. Um, because the original, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, I've contacted TikTok and my agency sent me a link to contact, which I'd already done. I need to message him shortly or them, because I haven't gotten anything from TikTok. And it's been a month from the most recent time I've gone, what the hell? I thought I had the original, but I guess not. But yeah, I rebranded the Rants one a couple of days ago, and I just posted a new video on there. Talking about what I'm changing. I'm changing my content, what I'm changing it to. And I'll probably put it on my YouTube. I don't know. I may leave that off YouTube. We'll see. Left with MJK. Well, yeah, so, um, I actually asked chat to do like an updated Okay. Version of mine, and I'll show you what it came up with. I got you. I haven't changed it. I was just kind of wondering what it would look like. A friend of mine, I paid a friend of mine who does digital art to make the one I have. I want to stick with it. Um, Not because I paid it, but because she's a friend of mine and she did good work. Um, but when I asked it, that's what it gave me was the whole this. Not even I could have it do. Hey, just give me one of them, but I don't want to. But I mean, it's pretty cool. So is he enlisted? Because from what I remember, he was like a paramedic or something. Ah, yeah. I don't blame you. But the uh, uh, if you didn't see, at least part of what I'm doing is I'm reevaluating my life, or at least certain goals that I want to reach. And I've had these goals for a while. I just never did anything about some of them. And with the free time I have without a job, I'm going to start pursuing those goals. The difference is when I get a job or whatever happens next, I'm not going to let that stop me from pursuing those goals. I normally do. Like when I was walking back in 2024, I and it's in the video that I made, I let the holiday travel and holiday season uh, interrupt the momentum. And uh, uh, then when I got that new job with the exterminating company, I let that be a reason and an excuse to not start back up. And then I moved here, and um, oh shoot, I see what's going on. I'm sitting here looking at my YouTube stream, and it's like a half an hour behind for some reason. So I had to catch it up, but I'm seeing messages pop up, but I can't read them. So I'm looking over here, and I'm like, then I notice, oh, it's way behind. But part of it being getting in shape, and I've started doing that a couple weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. I just started walking to keep my mind off shit. And like I said, I accidentally walked 10 miles Friday. did the mountain thing, and then I walked 6 miles. Just walked 6 miles. But walking here is a lot easier than it was back in Georgia because it's drier, so it's easier to breathe. But it's also very flat where I'm at. Um, Unlike where I live in Georgia, I got all those hills and that steep incline going as soon as you walk out of my house. Um, so, but I'm starting from zero again. So my pack when I do it, because I'm only going to do that Tuesdays and Thursdays on my off days from working out, is only 10 pounds. Yesterday I punished myself for carrying a pack because we walked down to Walmart, and everything I had, I took a picture of, sent it to ChatGPT to give me a guesstimate on how much it weighed. It weighed about around 45 pounds, which I was doing back in Georgia almost 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago. But I did 10 pounds last week, and I could feel it on my shoulders after about almost 2 miles, right at about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. So I'm starting back over at a 10-pound pack on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to do my actual workout, but I'm still going to do a regular walk just without a pack. And I'll probably take 2 weeks at least before I even move that 10 pounds up. I know working out will help build up my shoulders more, so it may be a little faster, but I don't know. I know the walking has already started helping. Like, I'm pretty sure I've gone down a waist size, because like the shorts I'm wearing, well, have been fairly loose. Oh no. I noticed yesterday I'm gonna have to put a belt on because they're trying to fall off. That's how loose they've gotten. A set of pants that I wore Friday, I wore them yesterday, and they're looser. I mean, that's how much of a difference between Friday and Monday. They're not super loose, but they're getting there. But that's, see, that's one of my things. I don't run. I'm not a runner. I will walk any fucking where. Even when I was in the Marine Corps, I was not a runner. Our PFT is a 3-mile run, and I would barely make it in time. But even in boot, because I can't remember what the standard was now, like what the time limit was, but I think even in boot I did like a 22 or 21 minute 3 mile. I hate that I didn't keep that up, but I just don't have it in me, especially with my back and neck injuries, to run. But when I was in the Marines, you could put anything on my back in a pack or whatever, and I would go. I could still go. There were hikes, people would fall out. I would take their pack, stick it on my head, and keep going so they wouldn't fall out. And that's probably why I have neck issues. Gee, you think? And back issues. But I remember doing hikes, going up, we call it Sand Monsters, this hill that's all sand, and you would step and you'd go about halfway up your calves and into the sand. It was so loose, and up the hills and stuff at the back of the base, and people were falling out left and right. And I'm sitting there, took one of my guys' weapons to help lighten his load, and I'm literally pushing 2 people and pulling one behind me that's holding onto my pack, the one that I took the weapon from. And my lieutenant walks up at the end of our hike and says, "Shumway, was that you I saw carrying the 249?" And my squad leader said, "Is that all you saw, sir?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "He was carrying that. He was pushing 2 people and pulling, pushing this person and pulling Garcia, who, at the same time." And my lieutenant says, "So what, you can hump but you can't run?" I said, yep, pretty much, because I've never been a strong runner. And he even acknowledged that's normally how it is. Runners can't hike, and the people who can hike aren't very good at running. So I had that going for me at least. Um, how's kiddo doing? I know that you had to go to the hospital the last time. Good. And I know you weren't feeling well either. How are you feeling now? Well, apparently you're feeling better if you just ran a frickin' uh, half mile or half marathon. Yeah. Um, but Mike can run from the back of the house to the front. Who, me? We never did miles. We did 3 miles. Like I said, well, when you first get to boot camp, it's a mile and a half for your initial strength test. 2 pull-ups, mile and a half, and 45 crunches in 2 minutes, which that was easy. My mile and a half, I did. You had 13 minutes, 30 seconds. I think I did it right at 13 minutes. Um, my, like I said, I think my 3 mile for my final PFT was right at 21 or 22 minutes, which that would average we'll say 22 to 7.3 minutes. So that ain't bad actually. I'm surprised it was, but um, I'm surprised I did that well. But that was, like I said, in boot camp. I was 21 years old, or 22 years old. So sorry. Um, but when I went back to Paris Island after I graduated, because I was injured, because I was running with, working with a fucked up hip through most of boot camp. They put me on light duty. Oh, okay. See, I played baseball. I played football when I was growing up, but even then, I wasn't a great runner. And I started jogging around my neighborhood to get better back then. But when I stopped doing it, when I stopped playing, I stopped doing it. Um, High school was 20 some odd years ago. 30 years ago. Shit. Jeebus, it was 30 years ago. Huh. Um, yeah, I know. I know it. Love you too. Um, but Sorry, I keep zoning out about stuff. Yeah, we're getting up there, bro. My ex is 39. Yeah, we met when we were in our 20s. I was 21 when I met your family. At the, I remember that because I moved out there right after I turned 21. Um, yeah, I hit three and I went, I'm done. And now, like I said, I have three that I know of. Hopefully, that's all I have. Um, there was one girl from back in Alabama that I started seeing when I first got out of the Marine Corps who got pregnant and told me she was in love with me, and I bolted. I didn't bolt because of the pregnancy. It actually turned out it wasn't mine, thankfully. But she swore for years it was my kid. I looked at him one time. I said, he looks nothing like me. And most of my kids look like me. But I did do a DNA test. I had actually volunteered to do one year and went down to from Atlanta. I was starting my vacation, so it was like Thanksgiving weekend. So it was like Sunday and or Saturday. Not Saturday. I was supposed to meet her on Sunday, and something happened to one of my employees because I was managing a store, and to cover his ass, I drove. I left my dad's at like midnight. Drove back to Georgia, so 3 hours. Got like a 2 hour nap, and then went and worked his shift. He uh he got he got caught shoplifting of all fucking things. Um, he was a good kid. I didn't want him ruining his life. Uh, I found out because his girlfriend worked there, worked with us anyway, and she called me crying. So I went back, worked, and because I had to go back and work that shift on Sunday, I didn't make it to the meet for us to do the DNA test because I bought one that you could do yourself, and um, she got pissed, saying I did it unintentionally, that I was scared and didn't want to take a responsibility. I'm like, no, I want to get this shit sorted. Well, and just blocked me on everything, wouldn't answer, wouldn't do nothing. I said, I'll be back down in like a week or so, we can do it. Anyway, uh, she went to the courts. Courts made me do it, and it wasn't my kid. She got the results first, and she apologized to me before I got the results, saying, I'm sorry. I was like, what for? Says, Matthew's not yours. And I'm like, okay, I knew that. Why are you sorry? I think she was trying to say she's sorry that he's not mine, not for her behavior or what have you, and put me through that because he's not mine. And I'm like, you're good. Like I said, I didn't bolt because she was pregnant. I bolted because she said, I love you, and I was not there. I did not want that right then. Hell, I was still trying to in my marriage, my wife had just left me 6 months before, or actually a little more than that, but probably within about 9 or 10 months. But you get the point, and so I was not ready for somebody to do that. And I knew her since elementary school. We met in no, we went to elementary school together. I didn't really know her. We met while I was in high school when I worked at the mall. We met through some mutual friends, and I saw first it was her younger sisters, and then she moved from Kentucky because she was married to somebody in the army, and she moved back. She came back, left him, and we became friends. Her daughter, who was still a baby, loved me. But yeah, so, and I met her when I got out of the Marine Corps. I went to go see a friend of mine at Waffle House, and her youngest sister walked up to me. Didn't know who she was. Did not recognize her because she was like 5 or 6 when I seen her last. I think she was taking my order. She says, "Is your name Clint?" And I said, "Yeah." "Thank you for the sub." 21 months. Jeebus. Yeah, her sister walked up to me. She was one of the waitresses and said, "Is your name Clint?" And I said, "Yeah." She says, "You don't recognize me?" I said, "No." And she told me her name. I can't remember. She says, "I'm Sharon and Kristen and Jessica's younger sister." I was like, "Holy crap. How are they doing?" "Oh, they're great. This, that, and the other. Sharon works here." I'm like, "Okay." She'll actually be here later tonight, and here in a little bit, because she was coming in for her shift in a few minutes while I was eating. She came in. I went over, said hi to her. She, what? What do you mean? You're gonna? What happened? I thought the oh fuck was because of what I said in the story. What's going on? But she didn't really recognize me supposedly. Um, but her sister reminded her, I guess, after I left. Or something. And I ended up running into her again. We traded numbers, started seeing each other. Because when she came in, she was with her boyfriend at the time. And then she ended up breaking up with him. We started dating a little bit. But yeah. I'm gonna worry about it. You don't have to say it here. You can DM me on Discord. What's going on? Well, if you want, obviously. But so that was interesting. I've run into a lot of people because of social media. Some I don't mind knowing, and some that I don't care to. I ran into okay. Okay, take care of it. Um, I ran into or not ran into. I can't remember if she found me or I found her. Like my first real serious girlfriend, and she actually found me on TikTok and followed me. And I remember, what's funny is she ended up dating a friend of mine much later. I say much later, like a year or two later. Um, and they were living together. Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm reminding you to take care of it. Um, and I remember on my original account, that is, I was really down one day. It was my middle son's birthday, and I made a video about it because how my middle son and my daughter didn't talk to me, and I acknowledge it was my fault in a lot of ways. And she chimed in saying how wonderful a person I am, and this, that, and the other, and so. Oh Lordy. I'm like, you don't know me anymore. You haven't talked to me in 20 years. Because this was 3 or 4 years ago now when I made that video. Because my daughter had just stopped talking to me earlier that year, and I still haven't fucking really figured out the lines on that one. She started talking to me last year, and then nothing again, and I don't know why. I have my suspicions. But yeah. Anyway, sorry. Brain keeps. Um, I know I'm, well, when she initially stopped talking to me, I'm pretty sure I know why. It just took her months before she did it. So, and, something happened. I said some stupid shit one night. Then when she got out of the Air Force, right? Uh, she asked for money to get her a U-Haul or whatever, and I sent her the money. And I didn't hear from her from like March till like the 4th of July for more money, which for gas, and I sent it to her, and she sent it back the next day when she got paid. But, and then just nothing. Absolutely nothing. For 2 years almost, or 2 or 3 years. And then one day I accidentally messaged her or video chatted her on Facebook. It was an accident, but she ended up talking to me, and we talked for a good couple hours. She gotten into playing Destiny, so we played Destiny together for like 2 weeks and talked fairly regularly, and then just nothing again after like her birthday hit, and she didn't even respond on her birthday. I sent her happy birthday message, and she didn't respond to that for like 3 days. When I screwed up, the incident I screwed up about, no problem. She acknowledged her part in it. Like, the only time I seemed to hear from her was when she needed money. Which, it's my kid, I'm gonna do that, but come on. There were a few other times, like if I posted a video on TikTok and it was kind of depressing, she would reach out at that point to check on me, which that meant a lot. That really did. Depends. I don't know, honestly, but yeah, she would reach out and check on me, which meant the world to me. But that was about it. Um, but so yeah. y'all give me a minute. I've been going for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna take a quick 5 minute break, top off my tea, take a smoke break real quick, and I'll be right back. So give me about 5 minutes, okay, guys? Thank you. No, you don't need to shut up. Anyway, I'm back. 2 days ago, I had unknown user follow me. I guess they deleted their account or something because it won't let me, uh, like click on it to see who it is, see why it says unknown user or what have you. Um, but yeah, my follower count didn't go up, I guess, because I was at 260, so whatever. Uh, I got you. But it was not during a stream, so I don't know. It seems like it would be somebody that looked for me, I guess. But who knows? So you said like a 2D for that one, you think? Oh, okay. A 2D VTuber. I'm assuming she'd want something like that. How hard would that be to make? Do you think? And what do I need to be able to do it? Okay. Um, if you find them, anything like that, just you can DM them to me, and I'll just watch them. So I just need to know. Yeah, I understand. That's what I understand. Is yeah, there's you have to layer different parts of it so it can move independently of the whole of each piece. Like the head has to be one piece so it can move. My mouth is another, so it can move independently of the head. From what I understand the concept kind of, I just don't know how to do it or what programs to use to do it. Um, and it's not super important. She's not in a hurry. It's just what she might want to do. Um, oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. Cool. Thank you. I'll probably watch that. I'll watch that after this. Because I mean, if I can learn to do this stuff, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll watch. I'll take a look at it later tonight or tomorrow. Um, okay, cool. 'Cause, like I said, it's not super imperative. It'd be nice to like surprise her with it. She's a good friend. But also learning how to make it myself, I can help other people with stuff. There we go. Thank you. To run it, what to the 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 VTuber itself, or to make it? Okay, so that's what they'll need to. Okay, I got you. Makes sense. Let me see. Let me see. Where am I? I wouldn't. Wouldn't even worry about it, bud. Um, especially right now with that, with your storm. That's the thing. I'm not an artist, so I've never tried anything like digital art at all. Like my logo is made by somebody else, so I will look at it and figure that shit out too. Damn. Really? I mean, I believe it because 3D is pretty. Would have to be pretty detailed. I got you. I got okay. Custom ones can be way better detail, but limitations could be like animations with sparkly things and whatnot. I see what you mean. I just noticed you changed your little icon on here. Is that the one you're working on? It, it, anyway, sorry. Let me see. It is 5:53. What else can we talk about? We can talk about anything we want. Come on. But yeah, Delta. I think I told you already, but just in case, I'm changing a lot of things. I will be gaming still, but I'm going to do more of chattings, um, later night streams. But late night streams for me are going to be like early morning for y'all. So that's the one thing I hate is I get started 11 o'clock my time. It's gonna be 2 o'clock your time, which um, but it's just I figured the saturation is lower on streaming at that time frame, and I have picked up some new followers mainly on Kick from it, just one or two, and I think one or two on here. Um, uh, but kind of like uh, 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 if you ever worked overnights or what have you, the late night talk shows that a lot of radio stations would have, especially back in the like '90s and such. I mean, they would do some. They'd have some that would still play music. Don't get me wrong, but just conversational talk shows. Um, that's the concept I had with those. So like, that thing does not adjust it like it used to focus. But just a thought that I had just to diversify more. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I can get access to and get stream on my main TikTok account these types of things, and then stream gaming on my other account. I'll have to figure that one out. I asked the people that I asked Meld, the people that do work for Meld, whatever, in their Discord. Um, if there was a way that they could add in where we have different profiles for like, and my example was I have like 2 or 3 different YouTube accounts that I use. One right now, which is the one I'm streaming on, but I have another one where I did a lot of cooking content, and I may make another one for this fitness thing I'm doing. Or it's not even fitness, it's life goals, but fitness is going to be the main focus right now because that's what I have the most control over. So I could have a profile that streams to, say, this Twitch and Kick, and then my gaming TikTok and my gaming YouTube, and then another profile that still streams to this Kick and Twitch, but streams to my main account on TikTok, and we'll say a new account on YouTube. Or I may just, I may just post the fitness ones on here too, actually. Now that I think about it, I'll just leave that together. And then another one, actually the other one, I won't, for food, I'll just record that separate. And I can post that to my main TikTok and to my other YouTube that I already have set up. So just where I can have like 2 to 3 different profiles to goes silent. Or the chat. um, I was looking at Mel to see if anybody, or Discord, Mel's Discord, to see if anybody had responded to it. But it doesn't look like it. Did I lose everybody? Sorry. I guess what I could do is create a separate profile on the PC and just set it up separate that way. I'll figure something out. What was I doing? My ADHD is in overdrive today. Sorry, braining like it has been. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out new stuff to do. And hi, Ivy. We were just talking about you. Kind of. No, Delta, who's in somewhere in here or was, has experimented with making VTubers, and I was talking about how you were interested in getting one. So he sent me a video on how to do it, the program you need to run it once it's set up, and he's going to look into which program to use to build the VTuber, because you can't just use a pre-existing, like your icon. you have to build one because it has to be layered for so each part moves independently of the other. So once he sends me that info, I will start messing with it just to see, because I like to learn new things. Um, so yeah, I'll start playing with that when I get, and I'll Google also to see. Uh, um, and start messing with it just to mess with it and see. Yes, of course I'll help you set it up. I will. The thing is, I'm not a digital artist. I've never done that kind of shit. So, because I'll have to make it from the ground up. Which is fine. So, you're going to have to be patient with me while I practice. What, be patient with me? I mean, you are consistently patient with me. I mean, you put it with me for how many years? See? Hey, Bubba. How you doing, kiddo?
You gonna be using this?
No? You gonna play?
Yeah.
Ivy says hi, kiddo.
Hello, Ivy. Can I use headphones for it? So I can hear your game?
Yeah.
Where's the thing for it?
Right there.
I'm gonna plug it in.
There's USB port right there. You just have to pull the cable out. Actually, I don't know if that'll work. Try it, but that way. No, it goes in jack. Just
You should.
try it. If it doesn't, plug the base into the bottom of the controller.
I was just
Alright.
gonna use the headphones.
Right there.
Yeah, can you hear the headphones?
Oh.
You wanna get one to play?
Huh?
You know
What? Modern Warfare?
Yeah.
You gonna start with 2?
The campaigns.
Huh?
Yeah, the campaigns.
Yeah, but you're gonna start with 2?
Yeah.
I've been playing COD Modern Warfare campaigns. I played the first one years ago, back when I first started streaming.
Muzzy, can I sit there, baby?
You may have to play it on mine. It may not let you play it on yours.
No, you can still hear this.
Huh?
You can still hear it on there, damn it.
What about on the headphones?
I can't hear anything on headphones.
Okay, try plugging it into the, here. No, I just need the small part. I don't need the big part.
Oh.
Wait till you get to the game.
Hey, can you move the camera?
Turn it and she'll typically get out.
Thank you, baby. Why is making purple?
I don't know.
Sign out of the new profile.
Okay, yeah, it's there.
I'm gonna grab my glasses, okay?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm working on something for kiddo.
Choose another device. Try that one.
Hang on.
Can I take this out of the controller?
Huh?
Can I take
Yes. Try just using the. Try this.
What's that?
It's the. Plugs into the headset, plug in the base, see if that works.
Which one goes into the headphones? This or this?
Uh,
That goes in the headphones?
I believe so. It doesn't really matter. They're two-way.
Alright.
Hang on.
Yep. You can just scan the QR code to get there, right?
No, I have to. Maybe it. Okay. I thought I had to go to that website first. We'll see.
Scan the QR code or go to.
I got you. Hang on. I'm tired, so I'm sorry.
What do you think? I took a nap.
Always.
Oh shit. I hit B instead of A.
Hit A. Let me do it again.
On Kane?
Yes. Because it's asking who you're getting permission from. Use another device.
Sorry, I'm used to hitting what the B
Now hit B so you can close out of that.
I'm just hitting what the B button is. Well, what the A button is to be. Yeah, so the back of B is A.
G. There. now?
I don't hear anything, but also the game's not playing any sound. Like, on the TV, I don't hear anything here either. Oh shit.
No.
Well, you just turned it off.
Yeah, I know, but still nothing.
I know you used this before with it.
I know. Check the volume.
Already did.
Welcome back. Hit that. Are you hearing it through your headphones though? I ain't worried about it.
Okay.
Just play. Take the headphones off and.
Um.
Okay, now I'm back. He wants to play a game, and because it's COD campaign, the Call of Duty campaign. It's
Oh, look at that. There's a headphone tag.
hit it.
Then you move it.
Try that.
Doesn't even say it's connected to anything.
Well, then you have to use this.
Say, I was about to say, try plugging it in there then. It's gonna be like this. Okay. Did you plug it into the? I can't hear anything. Maybe the remote. Maybe I need to.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything either though.
Let me
So try plugging it into the Xbox.
try it now. Try it now. But
Alright, now I can hear it.
you had it muted.
I didn't know.
I know. I forgot it was even there. Figure that problem out.
Create an account, log in.
You create an account. Just put in your email and everything. I would use your Outlook.
I use Gmail.
Okay. Anyway. Your PC froze? Is it, still froze? Sorry.
What year should I put?
Huh?
What year should I put?
Put 2005.
Age in the United States, sign up, create account.
Huh. I know at one point I was jerking, like getting real jerky for a second. Um, give me 1 second. I'm typing something. Yeah, I had an interesting day yesterday. Uh, got some money, tried to order food on not DoorDash, but Uber Eats, and Uber Eats wouldn't. Well, Cash App was having issues because you can connect your Cash App account to Uber and Uber Eats, and it'll just take the money directly that way, rather than having to enter your card. And Cash App was having issues. And then I tried to put my card number in, and it wouldn't take the card. So we walked 2.2 miles to Walmart with packs, me and kiddo both. Then got what we needed, at least most of it. And it filled my pack, filled the pack he had on, and then still had 2 bags left over. Which the pack he had on, I had carabiners on, so about part of the way through, I ended up hooking the bags onto the carabiners and walked back home. But we took breaks on the way back because once I got back, we unpacked everything, put what he carried next to the pack, and then I put all my stuff that I carried next to my pack. And took a picture, asked ChatGPT. You got it the first time. It took me like 3 times. Can you hear me, Jack? Okay. Anyway, and it said his was probably around $20 to $25 pounds. Mine was around 45 or more, because I had like a gallon of milk and some other stuff, all the liquids and such, all together. And about half a mile away from Walmart, we took a quick break, and Oh, well, a 10-minute break. Because Walmart apparently doesn't sell cigarettes anymore. I had to run across the street from Walmart to the Quick Trip and buy some cigarettes. Um, but I guess they stopped when they remodeled a couple months ago, or this last 2 months. But anyway, walked about half a mile, took a quick break, and while we were sitting there waiting, a sheriff's deputy saw us, came over, checked, make sure we were okay. I said, "Yeah, we're just walking back from Walmart. Our packs are loaded with groceries. Taking a break." "Okay." Took off. Walked some more, and then took another break about with .8 mile, not even a full mile left, but .8 mile back to the house. Took about a 5 or 6 minute break there, and then walked the rest of the way home. Um, with my new workout routine that I have planned, I'm going to be working out Monday, Wednesday, Friday with regular walks, and Tuesday and Thursday with a pack like I used to, but starting at like 10 pounds because I did one last week, and right at about a mile and a half, I started feeling it with just the 10 pounds. But because of that, I didn't do my workout yesterday. I'm going to do it after the stream, and then walk my normal unloaded walk tonight. But like, I've gotten, it's been walking so much lately. Like Friday, we tried to go up to the mountain. There was barbed wire, so we couldn't get to the mountain and go up it. So we went around, because where I walked up to it, it was at the corner. So we went beside it. So we did a little bit of hilly climb, and I could get pictures of it, but not the pictures I wanted to get. Apparently, it's a part of a Maricopa County park. So there's an entrance just south of it that was about 2 miles, or I think it's not even that. Once I mapped it, it was only like a mile south of us. I'll remap it, because if it's only a mile, we may do that next time. But I'll go there and go through and come back, and we can go up it at that point.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
Sorry, but I still got some good pictures. They're posted on my business Instagram. I don't even know. You don't have Instagram, do you, Ivy? Or you don't use it? I don't think. Walked home, so that was like 2.5 miles total. No, excuse me. That was not a consistent walk. It was about an eighth to 1 mile there. Probably half a mile or more around and back. And then the mile back here. Took a small break, and then just started walking later that night. And I walked 6 miles without stopping. I walked down to the Walgreens and back, around my neighborhood, the little neighborhood I have a couple of times, back to Walgreens and back, and then a cool down. And when I got done with that walk alone, I was at 6.25 miles. When I looked at my walk for my total for the day, I think yesterday, because my phone tracks all that, I was at 10.4 miles for the damn day. And then, hang on, let me take a look. When I started pretty much on the 13th. I did 8.72 miles that day. The next day, 6.34. The day after that, which would have been not last Friday, but the Friday before, 3.49. Saturday, 2.46. Then Sunday, 4.72. Monday, 7.1. Tuesday, 6.58. Wednesday, 3.8. Thursday, 6.9. Friday, 10.21. And then Saturday, 6.0. Sunday, 3.49. And then yesterday, I hadn't even looked at it. Now I'll go look. Actually, let me go look at it real quick. Yeah. So yesterday, a total of 8.1 miles. Um, Today, point 0.9. I don't know how it got that. I guess it's. I think it's also getting without my, because I wear my watch when I do the walks and it monitors everything. I guess it also will monitor without it when I'm carrying my phone. I've done more walking today than I expected around the house. Now, you know, eating's been kind of slim until yesterday. I did order eggs, chicken, and bottled water today because I didn't want to have that and carry that. I couldn't, especially the bottled water, because the water here tastes like absolute ass. It's got heavy. We have heavy water or hard water, excuse me. So it's got all those minerals and everything. That's why people get. And there's a fixture out here for it, but I did it for my ex's parents. Put a water softener in for them, and now I understand why. Because it tastes like ass. Even out of the refrigerator where it goes through a filter of some sort, it still doesn't taste great. So yeah, bottled water is a must. There's another hallway. Turn right. There's a door.
Can I crouch?
Yeah.
How?
Huh?
How?
I think it's B.
Thanks. I cannot see now. Shit, go.
But I noticed yesterday the shorts I'm wearing, I normally, they're loose, right? And I wear them fairly consistently around the house. Anybody that knows I do not wear shorts outdoors or out away from the house, unless I'm like going swimming. But I noticed yesterday I'm gonna have to start wearing a belt on these because they kept trying to fall off. Like they would literally get down to my uh, upper thighs and then I'd grab them, pull them back up. The pair of pants I wore Friday to the mountain were kind of tight. They're looser now. They're still a little tight, which is funny because they're supposed to be the same waist size as these. So it's working, you know, at least with the reduced diet I've had. I'm still not gonna eat a lot. I'm gonna eat enough, obviously in a calorie deficit to lose weight, because that's my goal, lose fat. I want to try to maintain what muscle I have, and if I add some, great. Build upper body strength, because my upper body isn't as well as it should be. But the way I describe it is I want to get back to functional again. Like, I'm not looking to be a 22, 23-year-old Marine again, but I want to be able to get at least to 80 to 90% of what I used to could. Not worried about running. I'm not a runner, especially not with my hip, back, and neck problems. But if I can walk like I have been, especially with a loaded pack, I'll be happy. If I can put on my flak jacket, my plate carrier that I have, and I'm gonna start unloaded with it. But if I can, once I get down to at least a reasonable expectation of my size, I'll start doing it more where I walk on my plate carrier, and then I'll add the plates into it. And once I get to where I can do that, and then maybe that and the pack, and I'm not talking long distance, the 2 to 3 mile walk, I'll be happy. I don't expect that for like 6 months, but I'll be happy. I don't have a scale. I need to order one. I had one back in Georgia and I left it there. And I want to get the newer version, but it's going to cost like $100 because it monitors body fat index and all, or BMI, body fat, visceral fat, all that, and it'll help me monitor the things I want to monitor. It tells you your muscle percentage and all that stuff. It's good. That's just the one I used to have. This one is a little bit better, and it has an app, so it will connect to my phone to help me track it better. Because I am horrible about that. When I did keto, I looked, and because it had a memory, I would just leave it there. But I would never write any of the data down, and I need to track it better, and I'm just horrible about it. So if it loads it to my phone, I'm happy. And especially if I can hook it up with my Samsung Health app, which my watch works off of, and it tracks I can track my food intake on that. That'll help even more. But one or the other, because I'm bad at, like I said, I put in my food intake yesterday morning, forgot to do it last night, forgot to do it today. I could still add it, and I will. But excuse me, dang it. But I'm going to document it and probably post a video every day on my new TikTok, which I don't think you follow, Ivy. I think I followed you on it though. I'll have to look. But it was Kane Rants. I rebranded it earlier this week to just back to what my old one was, because I'm probably never going to get it back. So I changed it to Kane USMC. I made a video earlier about, it's not going to be just about exercise or fitness, but that's what most of the content's going to be right now, and I even say in the video, because that's what I have the most control over right now. I can do that. But like when I was doing this a year and a half ago, before I moved to here, once the holidays hit, I let that slow my momentum. And then once I got my job, it stopped altogether, and I used that as an excuse not to work out. I'm not going to do that this time. When I get a job, I'm going to have to adapt to it and work out after work or before work or whatever. But I'm still going to do it. Plus my personal business, it's, any growth I get there doing audiobooks, narrations, editing, all that stuff. Also, so, and any other goals I have, which I'm going to write down, but it's going to be, and hopefully I can maybe inspire other people to follow their goals. Not necessarily health or fitness, but if they have something they want to go after and they've never done it, maybe, hopefully they'll see me doing it in real time and say, if he's doing all this, why can't I do this one thing? And if I'm able to do that for one person, I'm happy. I'll have succeeded in another goal. You know what I mean? Anybody there? Did I scare chat off? Did I put you to sleep? Hello? Anybody there? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? Just not if you can hear me. Actually, it's in there, but is there anyone home? Relax. Sorry, I'm starting to like sing or some, well, not really sing, whisper. I know my singing will scare people off. um, did I miss? When did he? It's not showing it for me.
What?
Hang on. One moment.
What's going on?
I'm missing a chat.
Where's the sniper at?
Gordy, are you there? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Oh fuck. I can't move.
See, on my end, it's not doing anything. I'm not seeing anything you just sent me. Jeebus. What the heck? Hang on. Gordy, I am sorry. It's not updating. I don't know what the heck's going on. What the hell? Give me a second. Something happened. I don't know what. And I had to change my Twitch password the other day, and But
Do you remember what you made the new password?
yeah, that's not it. But I had to relog it into Meld, and I did, and then it just kicked me. It was showing it kicked out. But beyond that, not just that. Hang on.
Yeah, I saw on there as well.
There we go. I refreshed it I am so sorry, guys.
How long have you been streaming for?
Almost 3.5 hours.
What time did you start?
I've been streaming for 2 hours and 35 minutes. Yes, I can see it now. But it hasn't showed me like anything that I missed. That's weird. Somebody type something again, please. Let's make sure it's up to date. But what's weird is even on my I know, I was looking at it. That's what I was saying. Nothing that you sent me on that screenshot has updated. Um, Hang on a second. I'm checking something. Gordy, are you on YouTube or on Twitch? Okay, that's working now too. Good. Because I'm assuming you're on Twitch, because even my YouTube chat didn't show up on YouTube. So, I'm assuming you were chatting on Twitch. Well, I guess he dropped.
Oh, fuck. So what should we see the fucking... Oh, they are.
It is outdated, but I saw talking about BMI. From what I understand, it's outdated too. So what it does is it'll send a mild current. You don't even feel it through your body, and it helps you. It'll tell you what your body fat percentage, your muscle percentage is. And then and also your BMI. I can't remember all the things it tells you. Visceral fat, all that. But so that'll help me track. Like I said, my goal isn't so much to lose weight; it's to lose fat. If I maintain my weight, I mean, ideally, probably not going to. I'll probably drop down to, because I'm at 230 last I checked. I think when I went to the doctor's office back in December or whenever it was. Um, my ideal weight or my actual normal weight growing up and while I was in the Marine Corps was around 190. I put on a lot of weight in the Marine Corps because, like I said, I had to go back to Paris Island for like 6 months because of injuries. I put on weight. I lost it eventually, especially while I was deployed. I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 6 or 7 inches around my waist. But even beyond that, if I, my first target is to get back down to 200. My ultimate target is to get back down to 180. Because, okay, so when I came back from my first deployment, I was at 170. But if I can get back down to between 180 and 200, I'll be happy. If I stay at 200 but lose the fat, I'll be really happy actually. If that means I'm putting on muscle to oppose the loss of the fat rather than losing fat and muscle, because that's what a lot of people don't realize is when they go on diets and such, they tend to lose as much muscle or a percentage of muscle as they do fat. You might lose 10 pounds of fat, but you're going to lose like 1 pound worth of muscle, or maybe more. I can't remember the ratio typically, but that's a thing.
Hey, did you find out what my Twitch thing was?
Hmm?
My Twitch thing.
What about it?
The username.
I can look when we're done, okay? Okay, cool. I'm just testing shit. Making sure my Twitch chat was moving and everything. But one more thing. Let's try this. Okay, why isn't my kick chat showing up? Oh, there it is. Okay, it just took for fucking ever. Like, why isn't kick working? Jeebus. No one's home. Uh-huh.
Where did I go? Nope, I don't know.
But I will send you just, and actually one of my next videos I'm gonna post is my current, what I look like right now. And I asked it what I would look like at my goal weight, asked ChatGPT, and it is hilariously different. I've been at that weight. I do not look that way. But I guess with my current goals, it might be. Give me a second now.
Where the fuck do I go? It doesn't tell me.
I have you look at your phone. Look at your phone, your text messages.
Where do I go? I've been everywhere. It doesn't tell me
Before and
where
after, what it says after will be.
I'm just leaving the house.
I guess. The AI generated before and after. Well, obviously one is current, it's not AI generated, but the other is AI generated after. And I'm like, yeah, no, that ain't it. I doubt it.
Where do I go?
I guess though, because I want to maintain or even build a little muscle, maybe, but still, Jesus Christ, I've never looked that good.
Where the fuck do I go? You don't tell me that, Jacob.
What? Hit,
It says regroup.
if you hit that,
Mm-hmm.
look, it'll give you a marker where to go.
Bruh.
I mean, if I do end up looking like that, I ain't gonna complain. I didn't stream Sunday because I forgot, and by the time I realized it, I was already an hour late, and I didn't have the energy. Like I said, I hadn't been eating much, so it was starting to catch up with me. Um,
That's what I went that off, right? Fuck, fuck. Anyways.
yeah, well, like I said, the last I checked, I'm at 230. If I'm not mistaken, I was at 230. That's the one I just sent you. Was me in my second deployment, where I was around 190 to 180. Give it a second; it's still sending. But that's why I want to get a scale because I don't even know how much I weigh right now.
Sorry, being shuffled there. God damn it.
Yeah, that one's kind of difficult. So, set it. I guess it didn't send you the second. Did you just get one set of before and after, or two?
God. I sure you fucked up the leg. How the fuck are you not
Standing
there?
by. Well, I sent you two before and afters, but it just told me just now because I sent them right next to each other.
Fuck.
It just now told me the second set that looked like it went through. Oh, you do? Yeah, that guy next to me is my buddy Powell. Uh, he was one of my best friends there. Like, I went not long after we got out, he got married, and I was one of two people from the Marine Corps that was actually part of the wedding party. You have, or you've seen it? Um, but there was other people there, but I was one of two that was actually in the wedding party. Um, which is funny because I'd met his parents after a second deployment. No, yeah, after a second deployment, I think. Which I need to talk to him. His brother went to film school while we were deployed and everything, so that might be somebody I want to get to know. He did mostly like editing, so I need to text him. Sorry, getting off topic. I think
Fuck.
other before and after should have come through by now. What's up? Drop your phone?
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yep.
Like two guys rode with me up there. We took my truck. I drove part of the way. And then one of them took over and I napped because I'd been at work since 4 o'clock in the morning this was back when I was a truck driver. And they drove most of the rest of the way because he lived in outside of St. Louis, Missouri.
God damn it.
What's up, Bubba?
Shadows pursuing, so.
Well, I'm almost done.
Okay. It's not that, I mean, it's kind of because I'm actually having fun doing this as well. This part's a little annoying because, like, I can't get to everyone. I'm too slow to fucking go around the thing. I go around, it just fucking moves.
Anyway, so I got there,
There.
and the tux was a little big because I overestimated the size. Because I'd put on so much weight from being a truck driver at that point. But if you've seen my pictures on like Facebook, then you've seen the wedding pictures. But me and White, who's the other guy that was from the Marine Corps that was in there, had to take turns walking. And was it just me and him? I think yeah, it was. Walking the family members down to their seats while everybody else was already in there. And his mom refused to go with anybody else but me. And I was already walking up the person in front of her. But, you know, there's a specific order they have them. And we didn't know how exactly. Anyway, so I walked that person, seated him, turned right, went to the door, and then ran back around to get to the mom so I could walk her down. That was funny. I don't know why she attached to me so well. I mean, like I said, I met them after our second deployment, and then just briefly, his whole family, his dad, mom, and his brother, and his girlfriend, and actually Jared's girlfriend too was there. Then I didn't see them again until then. That was a full house because pretty much everybody that came in from out of state stayed at his house. So we had like air mattresses, and I mean the living room floor was just covered. I mean they were all Marines, so we didn't give a shit. We could sleep any fucking where. But got that one the morning, hung out, did his bachelor party at the house. His girlfriend or fiance at the time went to her parents or whatever, and we were sitting there drinking, smoking cigars, hanging out, nothing major, just BSing, talking about the Marine Corps, and his brother was there and some others too. And then the wedding the next day, and then drove home the day after. And on that drive home, because it's on the way, we stopped at Metropolis, Illinois. Because I'd driven by it a couple of times when I was a truck driver and everything, and we drove by it on the way up. So we decided, hey, we're going to stop here because my buddy who's with me is also, one of my buddies was also a Superman fan. He's Bosnian. So we stopped, walked around, took pictures with the painted granite statue, all of that.
That's fine. Pretty fun. Amsterdam. October 28th, 2022.
But it was a blast. It was fun. I've been by to see him since then because when I was a truck, actually I'd been there before. That's right. Because when I was over the road, I'd stopped by there twice by his house. I stopped once. I had a Best Buy delivery, and you cannot stop within an hour or so many miles before your or so many miles or so much time. I think it's mileage after your pickup and so many miles before your delivery. Because it's a high value freight, because it's fucking Best Buy. It's all fucking electronics. The problem was it overlapped. There was an overlap. And my delivery wasn't until the next day, and I'm like, do you know how stupid that was? So there was like I think it's like 100 miles and 100 miles, and there was an overlap so I couldn't stop. Because as soon as I got out of the 100 miles away, I was already in the 100 miles close to that 100-mile window towards the delivery. Well, they said I could stop, I could park. I just had to back it up against like a telephone pole or what have you, where nobody could get to and open it. And I think that was the second time I stopped there, but the first time I was actually bobtailing, or I made my delivery and didn't have a trailer, so I needed to find a place to sleep, so I bobtailed over there from St. Louis because he lived in a town called Moscow Mills, which is 20 minutes, 30 minutes away. And I just bobtailed it there the first time, and he picked me up and went and hung out with him and what have you, and then again the second time. I actually both times we hung out that evening, and then I left early in the morning because he had to go to work, so he dropped me off on his way to work. He worked for his father-in-law, or soon-to-be father-in-law, doing construction. Now he works at a dam. He also re-enlisted, but he re-enlisted as a Navy CB reservist, and he redeployed. I know at least one time after he got married, because he actually came home from his deployment in Roanoke, Virginia, and I happened to be in Roanoke for work. I didn't get to see him, but I happened to be in Roanoke for work that week. Like, I got there Sunday and left on Friday, but he showed up on like Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. And I messaged him saying I happened to be there, but I didn't push the, hey, let's hang out, because he just came back from deployment. He wants to spend time with his family. So, but with that, I'm going to end this now. I've hit the 3-hour mark, about 12 minutes over. I will talk to y'all Thursday or maybe tomorrow night. Well, you'll be in bed, Ivy, when I do my late night. But I will be doing that tomorrow. I meant to do it last night, because of the grocery run, I didn't get back till midnight, and then having to put everything up and eat because we were hungry and rest. I was like, I'm not doing that tonight. So I'll do my late night tomorrow. I'm fixing to go do my workout since I didn't do it yesterday. I'm going to do it today, and then my walk, and then we'll see what else I end up doing for the rest of the night. I don't know yet, because yeah. So thank you everybody for coming in. Delta, I'm sure you're gone, but if you're not, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a wonderful night. And of course, Ivy, thank you again, by the way, from Thursday. I appreciate you. Anyway, good night, everybody. See you Thursday.